All right, round 3. We've got the choice. We'll play first. It's an interesting one. I guess we keep it. I mean, we got turn 3 Ashiok, right? Ashiok's pretty good in this format, so see how that goes for us. And we're on the play, so I guess that's not bad. I mean, we have all of our colors. We just don't have the double and or triple blue that we are going to need. But we do have, what, 10 sources of blue main deck, I believe, which is not the worst. Oh my god. That's awkward. All right. Another blue-white control? Is that right? Let's see if they got the mana leak here. We'll force them to have it for sure. Jeez, everybody's playing counter spells today, huh? Crazy. Well, unfortunately, that's about as serious a setback as you could possibly imagine. So, really bad there for us. Extremely bad, I would say. About as bad as it gets, considering what our hand looks like now. Yep. Into a kitchen finks, too. It's not even like a normal turn progression. Condescend into kitchen finks. That's pretty ridiculous. Alright, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get to copy a kitchen finks with my Delver. That would be nice. Oh, or he could play a Brago and infinitely copy his kitchen finks for obscene value. That could happen too. There's our second blue mana. I guess that's pretty good here. Let's play a Magpie and pass. Yeah, I could leave up a Dissipate, but I'm not exactly sure what that's going to do for us, so. Opposition too. Jeez. Oh, well, if he's. Oh, I see, because he gets to. That's actually absurd. He gets them both back. Wow. Look at the synergies. Look at the synergies. While I'm sitting here goofing around with my horrendous mana. How did we make it to the finals with this deck? My mind is blown. Yeah, we'll reveal negate. Well, at least we get to get in. Oh, or do we? No, we do. We do. Oh, no, we don't, because it's got the. Ah, it's a bummer. And he can stop our negate too. Jeez. Well, okay, so I attack with both. He block. Well, attack with block. He blocks there. I student out and get a Finks so I can gain some life. Lose my thing, or I copy Brago, but I'm not sure what that does. And I don't even get to draw the card off Magpie. Can I do it at the end of the attacker step? In combat, then do student, so I draw the card. Then I copy Finks there. I guess. I feel like I'm in some serious trouble here. Serious trouble. Yep, so lose that value. Damage. So it dealt its damage. Now we'll do the student. Copying the Finks. That way when it dies, I get to persist and copy something else, plus I'm gaining life. Guess I could have just drawn the card first, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Force Spike. Yeah, Force Spike. God, he gets to exile his Sphinx too. It's so good. Condescend into Sphinx into Brago opposition. Man. Man, our hand looked bad after. We were definitely banking on resolving a turn 3 Ashiok, but I had no idea it was going to get this absurd this fast. And I'm the blue mana short from Teferi, which is just agonizing right now. Just agonizing. That's actually pretty good. Since I can steal Brago with it. If I can resolve it to Teferi. What else? What am I looking for? Isn't that the... I guess... Nothing? Keranos? Bonfire? I'm digging for a bonfire. That's my hope. Because I can float the mana during my upkeep, and if I reveal it, then I can do something there. So next turn, I guess we're gonna, I don't know, cast Teferi during my upkeep while he's tapping all my stuff down. Because Brago Kitchen Finks is bonkers. Banking pretty hard on this Teferi. Guess I can, alright. So now I'll just stay back, I guess. So I can maybe block. Persist the thing, possibly. God, so it's a Brago deck? It's like dedicated Brago? It's pretty filthy. Certainly can't block that. So he's gonna... He could have actually tapped my guys down in response to him. Guess it doesn't matter. So what am I doing? I guess I'm going to... Is it Charm plus Electrolyze? Killing Brago? And what, I'm just hoping they both resolve? I guess. Oh, I don't even have the resources to do that, do I? I need double blue, double red. Well, let's tap for red, I guess. That's all he's doing. Hmm. Well, I can electrolyze first while this is still there on Brago and hope that that resolves. But guess I can also cast Thieving Magpie to block Brago. But then he can tap down. No, that's not going to work either. I think we got to kill Brago here. But then we're still dead because he just taps down in response. How do I not die? I guess I have to kill Solemn plus draw the mana. Okay, so I have to electrolyze Solemn, draw a blue or red mana, and is it Charm Kitchen Finks instant speed? Alright, well, step one I guess worked. Did draw the mana. Don't know what I can do, unfortunately, about the Brago and Kitchen Finks. I basically have to is it Charm Kitchen Finks and go to 1, which is pretty bad. I'm trying to think. I could is it Charm Kitchen Finks? Maybe that's better, because then I get my student back, and then I copy Finks again, or the Brago, and then blocking his Brago. I'm not sure yet. Opponent's just got a absolute grip of cards. Full grip of cards, has done nothing this game except play these three to just dominate the entire time. Man. Alright, so we'll burn our Finks. I think I actually copy the Brago so he doesn't untap. Can't exactly counterspell that. Well, I guess I can exile itself and then copy. So I gotta deal damage to him. I think we're just dead. I mean, I guess I can do Finks to gain some life. Because otherwise we're just dead anyway. Play a Magpie, maybe. Not sure what that does either, but guess I could play Pestermite, maybe. Sleeve up, negate, and dissipate. Can I even do that? sort of. Let's play the magpie. Pass. We're going to get rid of Force Spike if he pluses Karn. Going to have to dissipate that. God, just got wrecked. All right, so harshly wrecked this game. Condescend was just a nightmare, unfortunately. It's amazing how many people played a counterspell-based deck at this table. I'm not going to give that information away. He's already won this because he can just tap down, so I won't give any more information. All right, well, that sucked. What can I do against suckiness? Other counter spells. Our hand was pretty dreadful in my defense. I still think Bonfire's probably okay. I mean, he's at least running creatures. I guess Dreadbore is probably a pretty good out to Karn. Old Man of the Sea steals Brago, so I don't think that's bad. Pestermite and Deceiver Exarch are pretty underwhelming. Phoenix seems fine. Let's dump either Pestermite or Exarch, and I guess probably the Exarch since Pestermite is evasive and the toughness doesn't really matter. Alright, let's try this again. This should be interesting. Maybe I wanted Tech Edge actually, now that I think about it. Well, it was a keep at least. Turn 1 Ancestral is just about as good as Ancestral gets. Maybe this was an Ice Crown Scepter match again. I could have gone for that, but that's alright. Let's get rid of that end of combat step thing. So, wait. Oh, okay. I was like, my opponent had an Ancestral too? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I was worried there for a second. I totally thought my opponent had an Ancestral. Yeah, I guess we go Steam Vince tapped. I can try and Pestermite my opponent's land at some point. Impulse doesn't seem bad. Let's do Mountain Pass. I'm going to Pestermite during my opponent's upkeep. I really like this because then my Ash Cloud Phoenix resolves, which is pretty huge. My opponent probably thinks that I'm a Splinter Twin deck, which is a pretty reasonable assumption considering I'm red-blue running a Pestermite. So pretty much forced to counter there, which is good. And we get to resolve our Phoenix, which is really good. And potentially get a Keranos next turn, which would be essential to winning as far as I'm concerned. So now we're at least wrath-proof. And Ash Cloud Phoenix is fairly difficult to kill. He at least wants to play something into it, which if I can resolve this Keranos, we're going to be in good shape. Alright, just digging for answers at this point. We get to draw off Ancestral, which is very nice. There's a Grave Titan, so let's get Keranos online now while we have the option at our disposal. I mean, granted, we don't have negate up this turn, but my opponent's got some real threats to deal with at the moment. digging hard. Shackles, which would have been pretty good to counter, but is it power? So he can steal Ash Cloud next turn. Well, now we can Yeah, I guess we just swing. That's actually interesting. Let's go back to the end of combat step. Well, I guess we just get in. Yeah, I guess we're fine. Let's just get in. Pass. We have impulse plus negate. That's pretty safe, I would say. As long as we can protect Keranos, I imagine that should ride us to victory. We can impulse for a swamp to try and resolve Grave Titan too. But we're still a couple mana from 8. Yeah, I guess I should have just cast Sakashima's Student to copy Phoenix. That would have made a lot more sense. Because then I still could have left negate up. I'm going to impulse in response. Yeah, I guess Dreadbore is okay here. Although we want the swamp for Grave Titan. Maybe we don't now that he can steal Grave Titan. Let's just get Dreadbore, I guess. Maybe he lets me attack with Phoenix before he steals it. That would be awesome. But he knows about the student already, so that seems unlikely. Oh, he is. So we get to student here, which is pretty nice. Oh, wait, we don't? All right. Okay. I think we're still okay here. So now we're going to student copying Phoenix, then Dreadbore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to Dreadbore the Angel or leave up negate? I'm trying to think why I'd want to Dreadbore the Angel. Because it gives him... He could resolve Karn, yeah. And that takes care of Keranos. So let's play student copying Phoenix. And then pass. And this way we can resolve Karn. He can't really attack us with Phoenix because then we get Phoenix back too. definitely need to counter Karn. So I can't negate that either. Jeez. Negate. Not doing what I want it to do at all. All right. Well, unfortunately, gotten to the point where we can lose this now. Why did duplicate die? Oh, because students is 0-0? That's interesting. All right. Well, guess we can dreadbore my own Phoenix to get it back. Then I don't think I can flip it up, can I? Guess I can. Wait, so dreadbore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. So dreadbore my Phoenix plus flip it up should be good. Dreadbore Phoenix. Wait, he gets it? Kidding me? Well, gotta admit, was not expecting that at all. All right. Well, now I can't cast my Grave Titan either. Jeez. And he gets to steal more now, too? It's just perma theft of it? Is that really how the card works? That's so crazy to me. Well, can't counter that anyway. So looks like we're going to die to our own cards. Is that really what this game came down to? Unless we draw a non-land card here. Yeah, it's, well, I guess, yeah, I guess Master didn't have that much value, so. Guess we'll, is it Charm to draw 2, discard 2, or 3, 4, 5, 6, or if I kill this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, wait, let me think about this. If I kill my Morph, I take 4, I go to 9. Then next turn I still take 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's still lethal any way you slice it. Except I'll have a Grave Titan, so no, that's not the case actually. We'll kill my own guy. All right, very good. So it's gonna be I'm super far behind on time, like extremely far behind. I've used way too much time, so I'm gonna have to make quicker decisions, but ultimately I think that's okay. Bonfire is still okay against the Master of Waves. Wouldn't mind a Chrome Mox hand with Ashiok for turn 2 Ashiok. Without the Condescend, of course. Yeah, so I've got to make some quick decisions. This hand is a keep. Despite having no red mana, it's still worth it. Being able to go Impulse into Pestermite or negate if we need it early. That's not bad. That is not bad. I guess I'm not faking the Force Spike unfortunately. Voice of Resurgence, well, that's like the worst possible thing he could possibly play on turn 2 against me. Possibly play. Can't think of anything worse right now than that. So we'll main phase an Impulse, digging for Taurand, and we'll go on a Taurand plan and see how that pans out for us. Sideboard into Voice of Resurgence and proceed to play it on turn 2. Yeah, that did not pan out well for us whatsoever. And then we happen to have the hand that's got 3 of our 6 counterspells. That's just about the worst circumstances I could possibly think of in this situation. So we're going to main phase Pestermite now. Alright, well I guess that's good. We'll leave up a blue mana. Even though it doesn't do anything. Pass. Alright, well, it's not the worst. I mean, it's really bad, but it's not like I could counter it. Oh, I see. Keeping us off the old blue, huh? Tradewind Rider. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm anything I cast on my opponent's turn fuels opposition now. So it is like just an awful spot to be in. Just awful. So bad. Opposition is so strong. Such a dumb strong card. So dumb how strong opposition is. That's why they didn't print it anymore, because it is busted. It is straight up just a busted card. Does not make sense how strong this card is. Tap your opponent's lands during their upkeep. Yeah, that card makes a lot of sense. That's not out of color pie for blue. No. Tapping all of your opponent's lands during their upkeep. What screams blue more than tap all of your opponent's lands during their upkeep using your creatures? I can't think of anything that screams blue more than that. All right, I think I'm just about ready to concede. There is no coming back now with the way that just what am I supposed to do? I have 3 straight up dead cards in my hand. My opponent's could not have had more ideal. Turn 2 Voice into opposition against a counterspell deck. It could not have been more ideal for him. And I'm low on time, so the circumstances, and he even taps the right mana, so I can't even use that because he knows black is my splash color, because our deck is so mediocre. I should just be thankful. I am thankful. You know what? I'm thankful we made it to the finals and even made it to game 3 with this deck. Our opponent's deck is so vastly superior to ours. It is ridiculous. It is a ridiculous notion that we're in the finals right now with this deck. Absolutely ridiculous. We're splashing Grave Titan, for God's sake. We're in the finals of a cube draft with a deck splashing Grave Titan. That is like the most absurd thing you can imagine. I can't imagine that ever happening. Not much commentary left for this game. I'm just playing it out because I feel like because our deck made it this far, it at least deserves to lose without a concession. So can I just yield this, please? That's funny. Yeah, these counter spells probably not going to be all that useful, so why not? Wish Bonfire was an instant. It's already busted enough, I guess. Oh wait, I don't have the mana for that. Still don't have the mana for anything, do I? Guess not. Yeah, they actually really strayed away from the because they actually did used to have blue that just bounced any permanent like boomerang and regress and stuff like that, but they really strayed away from it. Uh, they really strayed away from it now. I still think him having a 4/4 elemental that continues to tap down my lands is likely less insane than a Karn would have been right there. But yes, I'm still absolutely going to lose this game, and I could have conceded. What? I think the game was over as soon as he played voice into opposition. So turn 4 opposition, I could have conceded, I guess, at that point, because it's just absurd how opposition works. It's not a fair card. It really is not. Dreadbore. Man, wish I could cast that. That'd be nice. Wish I could cast spells. Man, that'd be nice. I've actually had enough at this point. I'm just going to concede. I've had enough. All right. Well, dominated in the finals. Just dominated, but absolutely what to be expected from a deck like this. This deck was totally a pile. I got 2 victories with it. Very happy about those. I absolutely thought this was going to go 0-3. I almost had no doubt in my mind. There was almost no doubt in my mind this was an 0-3 deck. It is very poor. It was a very poor deck. And we made it to the finals. We got 2 victories off of it. We splashed Grave Titan. We splashed Grave Titan, for God's sake. Does that tell you anything about the power level of a deck when you're splashing Grave Titan? It should tell you it's not a good deck, because you would be correct. Splashing double black spells is just that's not a splash. That's ruining a deck is what you're doing. But our 23rd card was Grave Titan because I didn't even have anything else to play. So yes, very very thankful that I got 2 wins with this deck. I'm shocked that it performed that well. And wrecked in the finals, but It just goes to show you, you can get the Pestermite, you can get the Deceiver Exarch, but they don't mean much without the Kiki Jiki and the Splinter Twin. Just tempo tapping is not all that amazing. But anyway, I hope you learned something from this deck. I don't know. Interesting plays. I certainly, I guess, learned some stuff about Ash Cloud Phoenix. It doesn't say when it dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control face down. It just says return it to the battlefield face down. So, guess I could have read that, but why read things when you can just give your opponent huge advantage and let them use Vidalcan Shackles again instead? Why not? Why not? All right, we'll see you for the next draft.